Come on, Laker fans. Come on, Lake Show. What a nice win. Laker fans. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. We'll let everybody kind of get in the mix here. What the hell just happened tonight? Let's just say I didn't exactly have all the confidence in the world that the Lakers were going to beat the Miami Heat, but the Lakers freaking beat the Miami Heat. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Thank you for being a part of the show, Laker fans. Always appreciate you guys joining in on the show. We got a lot that we're going to get into, Laker fans. Somebody's pointing out here 2-0 in 2023. Damn right, 2-0 in 2023, Laker fans. Somebody's saying beautiful win. Damn right, that was a beautiful win. Really, really impressive win for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight against the Miami Heat, and the Lakers obviously doing it without LeBron James and without Anthony Davis. Somebody's asking, did I shave my head today? Damn right I did. Okay? It was a Laker game. I was trying to clean up a little bit. All right? Okay, so got a lot that I want to get into in tonight's post-game show. After the post-game show, couple fist pumps from my people here. What a really nice win for the Lakers tonight. And I got to be honest, I was not expecting that by any stretch of the imagination. So I was not expecting to be doing a post-game show tonight talking about a Lakers W. We'll talk about kind of the grit and the toughness of this team, at least for since Anthony Davis has gone down. This Lakers team has shown me some stuff just because I thought they were going to probably fold because it's Anthony Davis. I'll spend a little time on that. I want to talk about Dennis Schroeder and Thomas Bryant, what they were able to do tonight for the Lakers. We'll look at the NBA standings for a quick second, and then we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Lakers. So, all right, let's get right into it. My thoughts coming into tonight's game, I was doing the show this morning and found out that LeBron's not going to play. And, from there, I think there's just not much of a conversation. It's like, all right, well, I'm going to go to work tonight, and I'm going to go work the Los Angeles Lakers game, and I'm going to do the pregame show. I'm going to do halftime. I'm going to do the postgame show. And at no point am I going to expect the Los Angeles Lakers to win this game tonight. Just simple as that, right? We can be honest with each other. I think Laker fans are honest on this channel. Why would I think the Lakers are going to win the game tonight against the Miami Heat without LeBron and Anthony Davis? I was not expecting it at all. Game starts, and it's funny because I was having a conversation with George Sedano, and he's saying, like, hey, man, anything can happen. Like, that's just the NBA. Maybe you never know. Maybe Miami doesn't come out and they just don't care today because LeBron and Anthony Davis aren't there. So, still, even with him telling me that, I'm like, I don't believe it. I was ready to bet my life. I was ready to bet my life on it. Lakers were going to win this game. First quarter starts, and Lakers are hanging around. So 13-12, something along those lines. Then they go on a little bit of a run by the time the first quarter is over. And, all right, so we'll get back to this in just 2 seconds. I have texts that are coming in. Do you want to know what the text says? The text literally says, this is my girl. I forgot to buy the milk. That's all the text says. I'm trying to do a live stream here, okay? I'm trying to do a live stream here on YouTube, and I'm getting a text that's saying I forgot to buy the milk. Okay, you know what? It happens. Can we talk about it a little bit later? Let's talk about it a little bit later. Okay, let me get back to this real quick. So, by the time the first quarter ends, Lakers go on a little bit of a run. Wendy and Gabriel hits a corner three, and the Lakers are up 9. So I think naturally, you kind of start saying to yourself, you kind of put this into your mind. You're like, you know what? Maybe Lakers can hang around tonight. But I'm still expecting for that midnight cereal. Yes, that's what the milk would be for. Yes, for the midnight cereal. It is important. Listen, don't get me wrong. I know that it's important. But I'm just trying to do a little bit of a live stream here. Okay, let me go back to this. I'm just expecting Miami to eventually come back and kind of wrap this game up. Halftime comes, it's a much closer game. These comments are funny. Halftime comes, it's a much closer game. I want to say Lakers are up 4 or 5, and I'm praising the Lakers. I'm saying, hey, you know what? What are they up? They're up 4 at halftime. I'm praising Lakers and still kind of talking about, look, they're all you want to do is just give yourself a shot in the fourth quarter that you're still in the game against Miami. Miami's playing Kyle Lowry. Jimmy Butler's in the game. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. It's not like they're missing guys. They got their guys. Only player that's out right now, I think, is having surgery on his finger, is Duncan Robinson. But it's not a player that they've used all that much this year. Um, so with all that in mind, um, you get into the fourth quarter, and the only thing that you're asking for is it a game? It's a game, Laker fans. I left the arena with probably, I usually leave, I don't know, sometimes 7, 8 minutes left. Sometimes I wait a little bit longer. But I left after Tyler Hero hit a three, top of the key, and Miami went up six. And I'm like, that's probably going to be a wrap. And it's just such a gutsy win for the Lakers that without their guys, um, kept fighting. And they just kept battling. And um, there was no point of the game where those guys didn't believe that they couldn't win. So that's, I think, the thing that I take away most from the game tonight. You're not expected to win. Um, you're not a team that, without LeBron James, Anthony Davis, the question really just comes down to how much are you going to lose by? That was what I thought, right? How much are you going to lose by? But the squad kept fighting. And by the time you got to the fourth quarter and Miami were hitting shots, Oladipo hit a jumper. Jimmy Butler hit a three. I think Tyler Hero hit a bucket. Lakers kept responding on the other end. So I just got I'm very, very happy that those guys were able to walk away, not just with one of those games where you still got the L, but you can sit back and you could say, you can kind of sit back and say to yourself, all right, well, they lost the game, but damn, they played hard. Damn, they fought hard, whatever the case is. And that wasn't the case tonight. Instead, what happened was the Lakers found a way to get a W. They found a way to get a win, and they did it with Dennis Schroeder and Thomas Bryant and Russell Westbrook and Austin Reeves and um, uh, Patrick Beverly. I mean, kind of go down the list of all the guys that contributed tonight. Even Kendrick Nunn dropped 9 points for the Lakers. So really, really nice win for the Lakers. Okay, I'm going to get into some individual players. I'm going to do that in just a second. I got a lot of people commenting on the milk. A lot of who forgot milk. Ralph's still open. Would Travis buy the milk? Bro, don't forget the milk. What's wrong with you? I got a lot of comments on the milk. This YouTube show tonight is not about the milk. This YouTube show tonight is about the Lakers beating the Miami Heat. I need you guys all to refocus, okay? Refocus here with me. Okay. Let's see. Reeves is the best passer in clutch time. Reeves is underrated. Not arguing that. Instead of finding a way to lose, we found a way to win. Great game, Lakers. Can I tell you something? It is so nice when your squad gets a W. It just changes everything. And here's the thing, Laker fans. As much as we'd like the Lakers compete for a championship, be 15 games over 500 at this point, okay, not realistic. But you also don't want the team to start out 2-10, and all the conversations are about is AD coming back? When's he coming back? I mean, and Lakers lose X amount of games, whatever it is. They're 4 games below 500 now, so just be in the mix. That's all I'm asking for. Be in the mix, Laker fans. Be in the hunt when the dust settles. Life is good again, at least for one night. I'm agree with that one. Terrible foul call on Reeves near the end of the game, but Lakers were able to come up on top. I agree with you. The dude creates all the contact, and literally, if Austin Reeves is called for a foul there, then you explain to me what you want him to do on the defensive side. I want to talk real quick about Dennis Schroeder real quick. Laker fans, I want you guys to go back 2 seasons ago with Dennis Schroeder. And Dennis Schroeder, I'm going to be a little too harsh on this, but I'm going to put it this way because I think it's a proper way to explain it. He was kind of the laughing stock of the league because I hate the story, but this was the story. he reportedly churned down 4 years, 80, 84 million, whatever it was, kind of bet on himself, and then found himself in the offseason. There was there was no one knocking on the door. There was no one coming to go grab Dennis Schroeder and pay him what he thought he was worth. And then eventually he signs a contract with the Boston Celtics. And with Boston, I think he got the mid-level exception, five and some change, something like that. I make it sound like it's nothing. I wish we were getting five and some change. Gets 5 point something million dollars for 1 year. And then things don't work out with the Boston Celtics. It's funny. He was playing in the Euro League this past summer, and I want to say Germany got third place in the Euro League, and he was churning a lot of heads. And there were a lot of teams that wanted to sign Dennis Schroeder in the NBA. I know Phoenix was a team that wanted him. There was a couple other teams, but he thought that he can get the most playing time with the Lakers. And, it's the Lakers. You're going to get visibility and everything else. And he said that there was unfinished business with the Lakers. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you that Dennis Schroeder is Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton, or Steve Nash, but the dude freaking plays tough. He plays hard. And I do feel like the way he's approached this season, remember, he was injured to start out the year, so he wasn't even around. He plays hard. And that's all you can really ask for. And I'm rooting for somebody like this. Definitely rooting for somebody like this because he's the type of player that you want to see him kind of get that next opportunity. If it's not with the Lakers in a year because he signed a contract somewhere else and he got paid for it, great. That's what you want to see. But he got hit in the face early in the game. He turns his ankle really bad. I heard John and Michael saying on the broadcast, all right, he's out. He's not coming back in. He talked about it in the postgame show that he told Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham was trying to pull him out. He's like, hey, I don't want to get you any more injuries. He's like, no, keep me in. I will be great. And Dennis Schroeder had a really, really nice game tonight. And I'm rooting for somebody like that. That story, kind of that's the best way to put it. That up and down type of story you hope is kind of on its way up for Dennis Schroeder. He dropped 32 tonight against Miami. So that's obviously great. And that's a big time win for the Lakers. He had a lot to do with it. The other player that I'm just going to shout out here real quick, I got this. Dennis really growing into his game as a creator. Let's see what else we got here. Dennis deserves his bag. Hope he gets another chance in the playoffs. So I think Laker fans agree, right? You're rooting for a player like that. And I tried setting up that backstory because I think that backstory is important. He was getting laughed at for, a year or whatever the case is. Okay. The other player that I want to give a quick highlight to is Thomas Bryant. Thomas Bryant, 21-9. Thought I saw something on Spectrum when I was doing the postgame. Last 11 games, like 19-10, something like that is what he's averaging. 65% from the field, something along those lines. Here's another guy that you're rooting for that doesn't need the ball. Is not asking for the ball. You don't have to run a play for him, but he will get you results, and he'll make things happen. And Thomas Bryant has been kind of shocking. Not shocking, but it's been refreshing to see him do what he's doing with Anthony Davis out. Do you know the Lakers are 6-5 without Anthony Davis? If I'd have told you 11 games ago when Anthony Davis was going to be out, I would have told you they're going to win 2 games. They're 6-5 without Anthony Davis. And that's so freaking impressive. It's more impressive than when they went, 8-2 over 10 games. They're 6-5 without Anthony Davis. They're staying in the hunt in the Western Conference, which I'm going to get into in just a second. But before I do, why don't we do a little roll call, Laker fans? Do a little roll call. Little roll call here, Laker fans. A couple fist pumps for my people out there. Tell me where you're tuning in from. The city, the state, the country. I don't care what the hell you tell me. You tell me. I'll give you guys a quick shout out here. Rochester, New York, Wisconsin, Tampa, Florida, Temple City, Paris, California, Little Italy, Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, Fresno, I can't keep up, Rose Garden, Maui, Highland Park, Let's Go Laker Nation kind of thrown into middle there, Springfield, Oregon, Culver City in the house, Montana, Philippines, OC, thank you for tuning in. Moscow, Russia, thank you for being a part of the show. Norwalk, Seoul, Korea, Stony Hill, Jamaica. Jamaica, I'm still waiting for that invite here, okay? I mean, a guy who listens to roots reggae basically every single day. I'm just asking for one invitation to Jamaica. All right, let's keep going here. Maine, Burbank, LBC, San Diego, California. Thank you for being a part of the show. My hometown, SD. Little Italy, La Paz. That's a real one. Okay, Little Italy, La Paz. I like that. Someone's listening in his shower. All right, that's a little weird, but thank you for sharing. Scotland, Bronx. Somebody's getting milk. That's a low blow right there, okay? Texting me in the middle of the show. Hey, forgot the milk. Hey, just a heads up, forgot the milk. Sounds good. I'm trying to do a live stream here. Um, let's see. Winslow, Maine. Modesto, California. Bronx in the house. Third shift, UPS, Ohio. Been a while. Thank you for being a part of the show. Covina in the house. Someone's at King Taco. All right, Lake fans, thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for being a part of the show. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Southside Chicago, Bakersfield, Amarillo, Texas, Torrance in the house, Port of Los Angeles. Thank you for being a part of the show. Kansas City in the house. Okay, so Laker fans, that's what I want to get into. Netherlands, someone's in Sliwa's car. Well, we'll find out here in about 10, 15 minutes. Either you're lying or you're really in my car. Okay, NBA standings. So, I don't know how you guys feel, Laker fans. I think, certain people have certain thoughts when it comes to the Lakers. Oh, you know what? If they make the playoffs, who cares if they're eliminated in the first round? Or, who cares? If you're not winning a championship, who cares? I do not view NBA basketball that way. Anaheim, thank you for tuning in. I don't view NBA basketball that way. I don't view Lakers that way. I get it. The Lakers are a franchise that are accustomed to winning NBA championships. They got 17 of them. But let me also kind of bring you back to reality. Go look at the Lakers the last 10 years. It's not like they're knocking on the door every year. It's not like they're in the playoffs every single year. We know towards the tail end of Kobe's career, Lakers were not making the playoffs. You're in rebuilding mode. They bring in LeBron James. He gets injured his first year. They don't make the playoffs. Anthony Davis comes. Bam, they win a championship. Since then, what's happened? You're out in the first round. You don't make the playoffs. And now you're, obviously trying to figure out what's going to happen this year. And, oh, by the way, Lakers are still 4 games below 500, so it's not like they're sitting in some great spot. But the way I look at it is make the dance. Anything can happen if you make the dance. Rancho Cucamonga, thank you for being a part of the show. So, I do think LeBron James and Anthony Davis are incredibly dangerous in a 7-game set. And I do think that this team is building chemistry, and Darvin Ham is a coach that players want to play for. They're listening. They're listening to Darvin Ham, and they're doing everything they can, obviously, with the talent that they have. Indonesia, thank you for being a part of the show. However, I say all that. The Lakers started the season out 2-10. Anthony Davis has missed 11 games in a row. Crenshaw in the house, Washington, D.C. 11 games in a row, and I don't know when he's coming back. You don't know when he's coming back. But if you go look at those NBA standings right now, it's not like the Lakers, with everything that they've kind of had to go through this year and how bad they started off the season, it's not like they're 7, 8, 9 games from a play-in seed. That's not how far back they are. Go look at the Western Conference standings. It is bunched together. Lakers have 21 losses. Minnesota has 21 losses. Utah has 21 losses. Utah's sitting in the 10th spot. They've lost 5 in a row. Lakers are 1 game back from the 10th spot. I'm not telling you that that's the goal. I'm not telling you that they should strive to be in 10th. What I'm trying to tell you is we're 38 games into the season. Things have not gone well, and still in the mix. They're still right there. With AD missing 11 games, in my head, I wouldn't be surprised right now if they were 5, 6, 7 games back from just that play-in spot. The Clippers are 21-18. Lakers are 3.5 games back from where the Clippers are, and the Clippers are sitting in the 6th seed. So, is it still going to be an incredible challenge? Yes, it is. Tel Aviv, thank you for being a part of the show. Riverside, La Puente. However, I will say, it does feel like the Lakers are kind of moving in the right direction, as Elias Castillo was mentioning. I I say it coming into tonight's game. I was like, here we go again. Bron's not playing. I mean, these guys just can't catch a break. But I think there is some hope for the Lakers, and I do want to see them make the playoffs. And you know what? Even if they were eliminated, got another text here, guys. Even if they were eliminated, and they were out in the first round, of course I'm not happy about it. But take your chances by making it to the big dance. And I'm not telling you that the Lakers should go make a trade tomorrow that doesn't make sense and that it's stupid, but you should want to try to compete. And you do have two players that are here right now that, you're not promised what 2 years are going to look like from now. You're not promised, you're not sure what it's going to look like down the road. But there is not any team right now in the Western Conference that you're looking at and you're saying that team is unbeatable. It's wide open. And if you want to look at, let me give you an example. Who the Lakers already played this year. Golden or Phoenix got Devin Booker out right now. They're struggling. Obviously, Steph Curry's out. I think I just saw Zion's going to be out for at least 3 weeks. So that kind of gives you an idea of what is going on. Okay. What the hell are you guys saying here? AD is just a luxury right now if he can play. I mean, here's the reality. If they are going to do anything, AD will have to come back. I mean, here's the nice thing. Maybe AD comes back and there isn't all that pressure on him where he has to be 35 and 17 a game to get a win. Maybe he can be a 25 and 10 guy, but Thomas Bryant is also helping and Dennis Schroeder looks comfortable and the guys are just kind of gelling together and Braun is doing what LeBron is doing. Maybe he's able to come back and it's not as dependent as him doing everything. I got a good feeling about this team. Slee, can we prior to AD going down, this squad was a decent trade away from doing something special. I'd say this. One step at a time, kind of figure it out as we go. And but I'll just say as of right now, I think the way that we're looking at the Lakers, they're going to fight every single night. It's not going to be of a lack of effort. It might be a lack of talent sometimes, but it's not going to be a lack of effort. All right, Laker fans, that's a wrap for tonight. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show as always. If you guys don't mind, Laker fans, if you come on this channel and you're on this channel often, and or maybe it's the first time you've ever been on here, if you could subscribe to the channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great night. Lakers over the Heat, 112 to 109. Thank you for being a part of the show. And we'll get back with you guys Friday night after the Lakers take on the Atlanta Hawks. By the way, tough little schedule coming up here. You still got Atlanta coming up. After that, the next day, you're at Sacramento, at Denver, and then you got Dallas and Philly at home. So one down of these tough games, still 5 games left to go. See how the Lakers do. Appreciate you guys being a part of the show. Lakers over the Heat. Have a great rest of your night. I got to pick up milk. Just FYI, I got to pick up milk on the way home. I mean, here I am, a hardworking individual. What time is it? 11:15. Now I got to go get milk. All right, Laker fans, I'm out. Have a good night, Laker fans.